Well, PK, a week on from the game against the Wanderers, how beneficial has it been to just have the boys on the track training consistently for 7 days straight?
Yeah, it's been okay, but we've had another 4 test positive. So it's been difficult times, to be perfectly honest with you. It's something that we can't control, but it's trying to adapt the best way. But look, we're doing our best at the moment, but it's very hard to sort of get rhythm when you need it when players are still contracting some parts of the virus. So it's the current world that we live in. I understand that. But we're just trying to adapt to circumstances that we face at the moment.
So in terms of another 4 players testing positive, does that mean at one point or another pretty much every member of your squad has had COVID in the past couple of weeks?
We're close. We're very close. We've had a couple of staff members that are positive as well. So we know it's going around. We know it's only a matter of time. But obviously timing is the most critical part. But we're just doing our best to sort of keep the boys as healthy as possible, be as diligent as possible, to prepare for the games coming up. But as you know, you can't control this.
I guess the most important question after hearing that is, are the players and the staff, are they feeling okay? They're just resting at home, feeling well?
Yeah, of course. They're okay. They're at home, they're doing their 7 days quarantine or whatever it is, rest period. And that's all they can do, to be honest.
So in terms of the players that won't be available for you this weekend, are you able to share who they are? Will it be obvious when the team sheets comes out?
I won't share with you them, but they're important members of the squad like everyone else. But like you said, it's just maybe the timing isn't great, but we move on, and it's maybe a chance for someone else to come in and get the opportunity presented to them.
If you've had 4 test positive, 1 more would allow you to seek a postponement of the game under the APL's rules. Will you consider doing that if you have another player test positive?
Honestly, I don't know. We're struggling to fit in games as it is. We have a very busy schedule from now until the Asian Champions League, where we fit in the game. If we did cancel, if someone contracted a case where it makes it 5, I don't know where we would have the time to put it in, to be honest with you. But at the moment, no. We push forward for tomorrow's game and start preparing for that. And if that happens to another member, that's something that I'll speak to the medical staff and see how that goes.
In terms of the players that you will have available for the game against Adelaide, has Curtis Good recovered enough to be considered for selection, or is he still a while away?
Yeah, he's still got a bit, I think. Like I said to you previously, some people have been affected worse than others, and he's one player that unfortunately has affected and is a bit longer. So, look, we're doing our very best, but because this is so foreign, we need to take it again, step by step, because the player's health at the end of the day is the most important.
It's difficult to talk about the football with everything that's going on, but I guess that's what we have to do.
Yep.
Because there's 3 points on the line against the Reds. What do you need to do to get a win against Adelaide?
Look, I think we just need to keep doing what we've been doing. Obviously, we're creating a lot of chances in the right areas. Things to improve on. Yeah, I understand that, because we're not perfect and we make mistakes. That's the way football works. But look, I think we've done enough in games to show that we've got some strengths, and if we can just keep going and doing the things that we do and keep following our processes, that's what we believe in, and that's what we'll do. We won't change.
What did you make of Adelaide's performance against Melbourne victory last week?
Yeah, and we know Adelaide's a strong team. They played a good game. I think they playing victory 3 times in a week or 2 times in a week. So, yeah, look, they're a strong team, and they're a strong team at home. But for me, it's the way we go about things and the way we prepare for tomorrow's game.
It's a topic of conversation again. I've seen a few articles about it surrounding the form of Matt Leckie and how he's settling into his first season back home. How do you think he's settling in, and when do you think we'll start seeing him start smashing in the goals?
Every play takes time, I don't care who you are, just because someone isn't scoring goals, it doesn't automatically overnight, he's just become a bad player. No, that's wrong. The way we play is difficult, and it takes a lot of learning, and it takes time. And as we've known, and this is probably generally plays around the league, it just doesn't happen overnight. So it's the same with Matthew. I thought he does some really good stuff on the weekend, and that shows that his growth, that he's building. When everything comes into place, I don't know. But every person that I know that has come from overseas at this club and played the style of football has always had an adaptation period. And I understand that, and I back Matthew no matter what. So with the articles, what you've read or whatever, look, it's irrelevant for me because it doesn't change. What the pleasing thing is that he's improving day by day, and that's what people don't see, but that's what I see. And I'll continue to back him. The club will continue to support him. The players support him. We all support him. We love having him around. So it's great to see that he's improving every day, especially where he started from. So that we're happy with him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Matt's partner and kids are German as well, aren't they? So
Correct.
It's not just a simple matter of him coming home. His family have had to actually relocate, haven't they?
Yeah, but I think that's with everyone that comes to Australia. Everyone's family, whether they have kids or not, they have to relocate. The thing is that Matthew's, born here. That's the thing that's, that helps. Obviously, even with his family, it takes a adaptation time, for his wife and kids. But we're all here to support him. We've supported him through the way, and we'll continue to do that.
And just this game against Adelaide on the weekend, it will mark the first competitive game since we had the Josh Cavallo incident last week, where he was subject to abuse from fans in the stands. And I know you coached him when he was a youth at Melbourne City. Would you have any message to any Melbourne City fans that are travelling to Adelaide when it comes to Josh?
Yeah, look, in this current era, I don't think there's any need for anything like that. And that's with, Josh Cavallo or racism or whatever. Just because you pay to watch a game doesn't give you a right to abuse anyone for whatever means. And again, it doesn't have to be Josh. That could be anyone within the league. Even coaches. Like, for me, it doesn't give people the right. The good thing is, it wasn't our fans, so I can't really comment on other people. But for me, it's not needed in sport because Josh Cavallo, the person, isn't identified as a player. He's a human. End of the day, you take football away. Football is not the identity of Josh. End of the day, Josh has a private life. He's a human like everyone else. So just because he wears a shirt and kicks a ball, it doesn't mean anything. So I don't condone things being said. And again, I didn't know, so I haven't heard it, to be honest with you. It's the first time I've heard it. So but I don't condone behaviour like that from anybody because I just think it's not warranted. In the day, Josh Cavallo is like everyone else. Regardless of what type of shirt he has on or not.
I'll just jump in with one question. Sure. So you played Adelaide early in the season and got a draw Is there anything you can take away from that game that will help you take the 3 points this weekend?
There were some good things that we took away from, the last game we played against them. Obviously, there's some improvements as well, but it's another. It could be a different game, But we took some things that some positive moments out of that game that, again, we've been trying to build from that game on. So, look, I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I can't control that, but we'll go out there and give it our best, and and try and do the things that we've been working on.